Welcome to another episode of Crypto Cliffnotes. I'm Pat. Today we are going to be going over passive income. Ways to make your cryptos and your assets generate money for you. So there's a few ways we can do this in the crypto world. So lending is going to be an option. There's going to be different platforms where you can basically lend out your money for different lengths, and you will be paid a percentage on that. That is a little more riskier. I do not participate in that. Your other two options that we will be talking about is staking and what is called yield farming. So staking is basically sending your assets, tokens, cryptos to a wallet. Um, you're basically going to be putting them up for like a collateral, and you will pick a length of term. Some of them go 7 days. You can go up to weeks, months, years, depending on how long you lock them up. Sometimes you'll be paid more in interest. Majority of these pay out daily, sometimes weekly. And then your other option is going to be what's called yield farming. And yield farming is basically you're locking up your assets into a smart contract. Um, and with that, you are basically just providing liquidity for the pools. So just to go over a little bit, with staking, let's start with that because lending is definitely going to be, you're going to have to use different platforms. I'm not going to go over that today. Staking right now and yield farming are going to get you a little bit better returns. There's going to be some more, there's ways to get higher percentages, but they will be a little bit riskier. So let's just start off with stakingrewards.com. So on this site here, what this is going to do is this is basically going to show you the different percentages that assets. Here you can go over everything. We can go to just staking, DeFi. We got stable coins. Here's your lending, and these are going to tell you your percentages and basically the terms, what platforms they're going to be on. As you can see, like Cardano, get up 7%, Ethereum 6%. This will give you the breakdown. It's going to give you the market cap. This is a little bit of a good way of reference point to see an idea of what you're going to be getting. Then you can always just check into the individual exchanges. So just going over the exchanges that we normally work with like Coinbase, Binance. So I pulled them up. And Binance, for example, here's going to be some of the rates at Binance. So with these exchanges, these aren't going to be as good of rates as some of the hardware wallets you'll be able to get, because the exchanges are going to probably take a little bit of a fee. But you're going to get a better return than you would in your traditional bank accounts. So here's just a couple examples just through Binance US, what they're going to offer. I mean, if you have VeChain, look, it's not even paying too much. You got 1 to 3%. Look, Atom up to 9%, Algo up to 10%. So you can, depending on what asset you have, or if you just even wanted to purchase that asset strictly for staking, that would be an opportunity for you to create this passive income. Rather than have your tokens just sit on an exchange, sit in a wallet, why not have them create some money for you or add to your assets? Because what's really cool with this is, like, when you're dealing with your so-called stable coins like your US dollar, if you have $100 and you're at 12% per year, you're going to make $12. What's cool with crypto is if you have 100 assets, they're going to pay you 12%. So in the end of the year, they're going to give you, so if you put up, say, for example, say you had a term of a year at 12%, and you could put up 100 Ethereum. At the end of the year, you're going to have 12 additional Ethereum. what's cool with this is like Ethereum right now today is sitting at around $2,000. So at the end of the year, you would have made 24 grand in additional. But Ethereum has a good chance to go a lot higher. So if Ethereum hits this 5x, 10x, and keeps going up, say it hits 10,000, you make a lot more money this way. So not only are you gaining on this interest, you have the potential of gaining on the asset increasing in its value alone. So look, that was Binance. Binance I haven't used. I actually use different wallets. Next one, let's go over Coinbase, just because if you've been following us, you probably have a Coinbase account. Coinbase is another one. It's a little. These are safer exchanges. They're based in the U.S. So this with staking, like I said, you're not gonna necessarily receive as much percentage or return, but there's a little bit more security. So it's a little bit of a trade-off. That would be up to you. But like, here's another thing. Ethereum, they'll give you 5% on your Ethereum, which, like I said, that's not that bad considering a bank you get less than 0.5% for an entire year. So this is another option. So you can sit these in Coinbase, you can sit these on exchanges, let them basically stake for you, and you can receive basically, like I said, a lot of these pay out daily. So every single day you can check your account and you'll receive, depending on your percentage, you'll receive your asset. And what they do is they allow you to use those assets. So for, like I was saying, say you had the 100 Ethereum, you were being paid 12%, you're getting one every month. Well, each month you'd have access to that Ethereum, or every day that pay out that fraction of Ethereum, you can use that towards something else if you want, or you can roll that back in and just keep creating interest on that. So then after exchanges, what we can do is we can go to the wallets. So I'm just gonna pull up a few of them. There is a lot that we can use. You have like Trust Wallet, you have Exodus Wallet, you have Nexo, you have Celsius, you have Gemini. I mean, there's lots and lots of these now that are offering staking, just because that's what everybody wants to do. So what we said also last time in our last episode is basically like these tokens are working on like proof of work, proof of stake, and that is you're working as a validator when you do something like this. Proof of work, you're basically working with computers are solving it. You're mining. You're setting up a actual computer at your house, and that is what helps validate transactions on the blockchain. Whereas staking, you are putting up your assets and you're letting the blockchain use your assets as part of the validation rather than keeping them onto like a wallet where they're just sitting in cold storage. They're actually being put to use. So like here's a couple different examples. You have, say, for example, Trust Wallet. On Trust Wallet, this one I have not started using it with it yet. But as you can see staking. Pancake, they say, is paying a lot of money. Pancake is paying good money, up to 130%. I mean, it's showing right here. Even if you just bought 10 of them. But if you had 100 of them, that's what they were showing it at. Let's start with just 10. I want to say, because these aren't too much right now. I think they're less than $20. So for $200, you could stake these on this site. Every single month, you would be paid one. So at the end of the year, you're going to start with 10. You're going to have 13 additional. So you're going to end up with 23. This kind of staking, because you're going to be on what's called, it's going to be more like a yield farming, which I'm going to go over to next, because when you're using these swap sites, your returns can be much better. They'll be much greater. The risk is a little bit higher. These are a little more realistic. You're going to get your 7%, 5%. Some of these are huge though, like I said, and this is real. Like you can get this if you're willing to take this risk. Just know I'm not a financial advisor. This is just some stuff I've been testing the waters with. A few of these I have going, and they do pay out daily. That is what's cool with this. Another wallet. This is one I'm actually using. This is one of the tokens I'll be reviewing in the next video is Nexo. But here's another site. So basically, this one goes up to 12%, and that's what I'm actually getting paid on one of mine. So right now, I can stake my, I basically open this wallet up. I deposit my assets, whatever you wanted to use. And then from here, they even give you like a little calculator for all these. If you want, you can pick your asset, type in what you have, and this will let you know, like if you put 10 grand, start earning, it's going to let you know what you're going to make in 12 months, 1 month. These give you the breakdowns. They're just like calculators. And like I said, this site you can earn up to 12%. Like most of them are going to be like 6 to 8%, which is still really good. But this is a bigger one, and like I said, I am getting the 12%, and by doing that, I think I have to have I have to have Nexo tokens in this wallet to receive the highest percentage. But to me, it's well worth it. So I just purchased a few of them, threw them in the wallet, and now I'm getting like a higher percentage on my return for my assets just sitting. So this is, like I said, I'll be going over this token in the next video, Nexo, but this is a pretty cool wallet because you can earn interest. It pays out. This one does pay daily, and like I said, it will as it deposits your assets daily, you're even accruing interest on that. So you're steadily getting that snowball effect with this, which is great. Exodus is another wallet. This is a desktop wallet. Same thing. You can earn on your money here. Let me see if they have them down here. I mean, they do a ton of cryptos too. So this one is another decent one to look at. I have this also. I use this for certain assets. And then let's get into... So like I said, staking, you're basically taking your money. Imagine like with the bank, old school style, would be like a CD or something. You're going to lock your money up for 12 months, 24 months, 3 months, a week. It all depends on the terms. They'll give you your options, and you'll be paid a percentage accordingly. That's basically what it is. You're locking your money up into like a savings account, and you're being paid interest. That is what staking is. So then what we're going to do next is going to check out what's going to be called the yield farming. So yield farming is when we use, for example, like Uniswap. What you're doing here is Uniswap, rather than have like the exchange have all the liquidity on it where you're going to have all the tokens. Now, I went onto Uniswap site. This is where you would normally go to swap out on Uniswap, but instead of doing a swap, we're going to use the pool today. So on the pool, this is what's going to happen. You're going to provide liquidity. So whenever you do these, if you've done any swaps with us, where you've used MistX, you've used Uniswap, PancakeSwap, any of these style swaps, what you have to do is normally you have to pick the asset you want to purchase and the asset you want to swap it out with. So for example, if you wanted to take Ethereum and swap it out with XRP, you can do that on these sites. You can pretty much swap out anything. So what you can do to earn money is you can figure out what tokens or assets are being swapped the most often. And you offer your own pair. So for example, like I said, Ethereum, and let me see if they'll show this right here. So like say I wanted to do $1,000 worth of Ripple. I would also have to put up $1,000 worth of Ethereum. So I'm basically creating that pair that people would go in and swap out for. And by providing liquidity in that pool, they're going to pay me a fraction of the fees. Because we always know there's always fees with these. So the fees, those gas fees, that's where those fees what they're for people like what we're trying to do here. So you're putting up your money, and when anytime anybody uses that pair, you're going to be paid a fee. So the way you can make more money is use the pairs that aren't used as often. The newer tokens, the harder to obtain. So if you create pairs with that, you can receive a higher percentage. So over here, these are just giving you the rates. Like for example, like what I was just saying with these pairs. So say you put out Ethereum and USDT. For every one Ethereum that you're going to stake out, you're going to need 2001 USDs because that's what the value is. Off of here, this part can be confusing. It's tricky if you haven't done this. So this will give you an easier breakdown. This will give you videos and everything of how if you want to enter your own pool. But this basically lets you know, like I said, you can do a Uniswap, SushiSwap, PancakeSwap, any of the swap sites you can provide liquidity to. And that is what you are doing. Like I said, you're trying to figure out which tokens are going to be used on those swap sites the most often. It doesn't need to be the most often, but if you want to be paid the most often, that will be the best for you. Like I said, you can always go after longer shot tokens and create liquidity for them. But if people aren't obtaining that token at the time, you're not going to be paid as often. You will get paid at a higher premium, just not as often. But as you can see, like in this video, you're going to just select your pair. From there, you're going to select your fees, how much you want to charge. They kind of walk you all through this whole program, this process on Uniswap, at least if you do this. And then from there, once you go live, you're gonna link this up with like your MetaMask. So for the swaps, you're gonna need like a MetaMask wallet, or a wallet that their trust might be available on some of these, but MetaMask is going to be available on most of those. And if you don't have a MetaMask, we do have a video on that you can go back and check out. But here's what I was getting at. You have to put everything in a 50-50 split. So whatever your pair is, it has to be an even match. You can't do $500 of Ethereum and $1,000 of Bitcoin or whatever your pair is. It has to be even across the board. And then from there, like I said, depending on how often it is used, how much volume's going through, that's how much you're going to get paid. And this process will walk you right through. So they're going to be your main options when it comes to basically a passive income with these. You can lend. There's going to be lending platforms. You can do your staking, which that is the one I'm currently involved in. And I'm slowly getting into the yield farming. But like I said, anytime you see you're going to get paid out more or higher percentage, do a little bit more research. They're higher risk. You know what I mean? They're not just going to give you money for no reason. There is plenty of ways to make money. There's lots of ways to make money with these cryptos and doing the staking and all that. There's a lot safer platforms. Like I said, you can use your Coinbase. You can use your Binance. You're going to get paid a little bit less. But that might be for you a good thing to have that security, that peace of mind. But like I said, if you want to press it a little bit, you can receive very, very lucrative returns in this. They're just a little bit more risky. But that is it for this basically passive income video we want to shoot at you. If you got anything out of this, please subscribe to our channel. Please like these videos and share with your friends. We're trying to grow with this. Teach you guys how to create income with this. I know everybody's starting to obtain different assets. And like I said, rather than just have them sit in that wallet, if you have the opportunity, especially while it's early and these percentages are high, let's take advantage of it. Do your own due diligence. We're not financial advisors. Thank you for following Crypto Cliffnotes. See you in the next video. I'm out.